Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I'm back with my review of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog Tangle and Whisper number 4, the conclusion of the Tangle and Whisper miniseries. So without any further ado, let's hop right into the book. If you recall last issue, they said to Mimic to meet them where it began. So they go to the old HQ of the Diamond Cutters, and Mimic just arrives with a whole squad of robots. So Tangle goes in to find Mimic because they assume he's snuck in behind them, while Whisper stays behind to fight off the robots. They make a point of showing that she's kind of sad because they're destroying her old home. It's just a nice little scene. They don't dwell on it too much. They go in and Mimic takes the form of Sonic. I assume this isn't meant to fool the reader, because it doesn't. It certainly doesn't fool Tangle, because she activates the trap they had, which I guess they were just gonna try and guilt trip him with videos of his old friends. It's an idea. Not a good one, but it's an idea. So then they fight. Mimic turns into Jewel, and because he knows Tangle will be hesitant to fight him then. And he's about to go in for the kill when she sucker punches him. They fight a bit, and then Whisper shows up, starts helping Tangle. And one thing I didn't like is there's a scene where she has the hammer wisp on, and Mimic is like, "Oh, that wisp hated violence. Is he really gonna hit me?" And then the wisp pieces out of the wisp on. So then she just hits him across the face with just the wisp on itself, like it's a baseball bat or something. So then they eventually get him, and there's one panel where I thought they ripped his leg off. I'll put the panel up here now so you can get a better look at it, but doesn't it kind of, what they're doing is they're trying to demonstrate motion, so they have him up in the air, and then she slams him onto the table, but it really looks like, and also, do octopi grow their limbs back, or am I mistaking that for another animal? Do they, if they lose a limb, can they grow it back? My elementary school knowledge is failing me right now, but someone smarter than me in the comments, let me know, do octopi grow their limbs back? So she slams him down a couple times. He changes between different forms, from one of the old Diamond Cutters to Eggman to the most terrifying version of Vector you will ever see. Why does he turn into Vector, actually? Did Vector wasn't in this series, right? Did he ever meet Vector? I don't know. Whisper puts her wisp on up to his head. She's gonna put a cap in him. And then Tangle's like, no, don't do it, no. And then she doesn't. So they're like, well, what are we going to do with him? So they bring him to Tails, and Tails puts him in a box. I guess, I assume what they're going to say is, oh, in the confusion of the whole metal virus outbreak, he breaks out. Because I assume this has to take place, directly before, right? Actually, I'm going to have to look back at this later. In the annual, Tangle is at Tails' workshop. Is that... I assume it's meant to be after this. So yeah, I guess they just didn't bring him up. So yeah, I assume that's how they'll justify him being in more stories, is that he'll break out when the metal virus stuff happens. Tangle and Whisper part ways, and they're all buddy-buddy. And then that concludes this issue, and it also concludes the Tangle and Whisper miniseries. Pretty good. There wasn't much to say about this issue. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of but it was good. It was a good conclusion. I do want to go back and read this when the trade comes out. I want to go back and reread through all 4 issues, just kind of simultaneously, because I assume they read better together. Even so, I really like this. I was thinking about this just as I was reading this issue. How did IDW greenlight this? Is this profitable, using 2 characters from Sonic that most people in the mainstream probably haven't heard of, to try and... I don't know. That's interesting. I like it. I hope we get more spin-off books. It'd be cool if we saw a Silver and Blaze one. I feel like you could get Evan Stanley to write that. That'd probably be pretty cool. Maybe a Team Dark one. That'd be interesting. I'm getting ahead of myself. This series was good. Yeah, I recommend going out and getting it. You probably wait for the trade now if you haven't read any of them up till this point. But it is good. I recommend it. Support this so that way we can, as they say, get more spin-off books. Actually, that's interesting. I want to know, in the comments below, who do you want to get a miniseries? What characters do you want? They could be an original IDW character. They can be a Sega character. Who do you think should get their own book? You think Knuckles? You think Shadow, Silver? Who do you want to get their own miniseries? Let me know. As I said, I would want a Silver and Blaze one. That's just me. Yeah, so, that being said, like the issue, like the series, go out and get it. It's a good time, you'll have fun. Aside from that, so in my last review, you'll recall I talked about getting 400 subscribers, not knowing if, working on this Christmas special right now that I am, if I was going to be able to make 400 sub special before, it was kind of a bit late. I'm currently at like 525 subscribers between then and now, so thank you. That's really cool. That's like, well, first of all, that last comic review was my best, did better than any other video I've had on my channel. Like, that's currently over 10,000 views, which is insane. Like, not to dox where I live, but I live in a kind of small town. That's like a sizable chunk of the population of the town I live in. Like, that's insane. Like 500 subscribers, jeez, that's... You could fill a football stadium with that. No, you couldn't, but it's still a big number. So thank you for that, jeez. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad you enjoy the content. I hope you continue to enjoy the content. Not much else to say. That Christmas special's coming. The next 100 sub special might have to cover 400, 500, and 600. So I still don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I'm sure I have a script lying around somewhere that I could turn into that, but I don't know. For a momentous occasion, I might have to do something special. And I still have that Sonic movie video I need to... I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just doing channel maintenance on microphone, so I should probably cut this video now. Thank you for 500 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, consider subscribing, help grow the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.